In today's video, we're diving into one of the most exciting parts of modern American coin collecting as we explore the 6 most valuable and ultra-rare Sacagawea dollar coins ever released by the United States Mint. These golden dollars may seem ordinary at first, but certain dates, mint marks, and special strike varieties have shocked collectors with their unexpected rarity and impressive market value. Let's get started. First up, we're exploring one of the most surprising modern coins in the entire United States dollar series, the most rare and valuable 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the Philadelphia P Mint mark has become one of the most talked about first-year modern issues because of its unexpected value in certain conditions and its place in the evolution of America's circulating currency. Even in very dirty condition, this coin offers clues about early minting experiments, design choices, and production challenges that make it far more collectible than many people realize. This script breaks down every part of that story, so viewers understand why this coin has become a standout piece among modern US dollars. The year 2000 marked a major turning point in American coinage. The United States Mint was working hard to replace the poorly received Susan B. Anthony dollar with something new, something easier to identify, and something that carried stronger historical presence. This led to the introduction of the Sacagawea dollar, a coin that required new alloys, new striking pressures, and new production techniques to achieve the golden color the Mint envisioned. The Philadelphia Mint played a central role during this first year, striking hundreds of millions of coins while also adjusting dies, refining planchet quality, and experimenting with early strike characteristics that show up only on 2000 issues. These early production quirks, combined with the excitement surrounding a brand new coin, have made the 2000p issue one of the most studied modern dollars in U.S. numismatics. The design of this coin is one of the reasons collectors continue returning to it. The obverse features Sacagawea carrying her infant son, a portrait that captures calm strength and historical weight. Even when the coin is very dirty, you can still identify the smooth shaping of her face, the folds of her clothing, and the subtle depth in the baby's position on her back. The reverse showcases a soaring eagle surrounded by 17 stars, representing the states that existed at the time of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The movement of the eagle, the sharp texture in the feathers, and the clean curve of the stars all create a balanced and appealing look. The alloy gives the coin its golden tone, though circulated and dirty examples often appear dark, mottled, or brownish, which tells the story of how the coin endured real use and environmental exposure. Rarity becomes a major part of the story when you look closely at which coins survived with desirable qualities. While the Philadelphia Mint struck a large number of Sacagawea dollars in 2000, only a small percentage remain with sharp details, clear surfaces, and strong original strike characteristics. Very dirty coins can still be valuable if the grime hides good underlying detail, but many pieces in circulation developed scratches, surface dulling, or pressure marks that reduce desirability. Collectors often search for early strike indicators like strong luster, solid edge integrity, and consistent texture across the portrait and the eagle. These traits are surprisingly difficult to find on coins that have circulated for decades, making high-quality survivors far more rare than their original mintage numbers suggest. Demand for the 2000p Sacagawea dollar has remained strong because this coin marks the birth of a major modern series and stands apart from other circulating dollars of the era. Although not part of the wheat penny series, collectors view it in a similar historical category because it represents a transition moment, bridging an older design with a new artistic direction. Modern coin collectors value it for its role in shaping U.S. mint strategy. Historians appreciate the cultural representation it brings to American coinage, and general collectors enjoy hunting for higher-grade examples that can still turn up in banks, old change jars, or estate collections. Its combination of cultural symbolism, first-year importance, and subtle production variations keeps it ranked among the most interesting modern dollars available. The market value for the 2000p Sacagawea dollar depends heavily on condition and any unique surface traits. Extremely dirty circulated examples usually sell for about $1,000 to $5,000, especially if the details remain soft. Coins that show stronger clarity under the dirt can range from $2,000 to $600. Lightly circulated pieces with visible luster can bring $4,000 to $8,000, while coins in higher mint state grades often reach $5,000 to $10,500. Certified high-end examples with exceptional surfaces can rise into the several $100 range. Values continue to climb because early-year modern coins in top condition are harder to find than many collectors expect, and serious registry collectors compete aggressively for the best pieces. Anyone looking to add this coin to their collection should focus on surface quality, strike strength, and natural golden color. Even dirty coins should be evaluated under good lighting before making any decisions, because the dirt often hides stronger detail than you expect. Never clean the coin, since that lowers value. Look closely at Sacagawea's facial features, the hair texture, and the baby's wrap on the obverse. To sum it up, the 2000p Sacagawea dollar remains one of the most important modern circulating coins because of its first-year significance, distinctive design, hidden rarity, and steady collector demand. Whether you're a new collector drawn to its golden look or a seasoned numismatist studying its early-year production quirks, this coin offers a rewarding mix of history and value. Stay tuned, because next we're moving on to another fascinating modern dollar that has been gaining attention for its surprising rarity and strong prices in today's market. And secondly, we're going to explore the most expensive and valuable, the rare Sacagawea dollar. The 2011 Native American dollar, featuring the Wampanoag Treaty design, stands out as one of the most fascinating and highly desirable modern commemorative coins in United States numismatics. Collectors are drawn to it for its blend of cultural significance, artistic detail, and the strong market interest surrounding the Native American series. This particular example from the Denver Mint, especially when found in very dirty condition after years of circulation, carries a distinctive charm that sets it apart. Its rich backstory and the visual strength of its design continue to captivate enthusiasts, making it a prized treasure for collectors who value rare modern issues tied to deep historical meaning. The historical context behind this coin is one of the main reasons it attracts so much attention. Released in 2011 as part of the long-running Native American dollar program, it commemorates the historic Wampanoag Treaty of 1621, one of the earliest and most meaningful interactions between indigenous peoples and early settlers. This treaty established a foundational alliance built on cooperation and mutual support. Struck at the Denver Mint and marked with its distinctive D-Mint mark, the coin reflects the U.S. Mint's commitment to highlighting Native American heritage through numismatic art. Its release offers a tangible connection to the past and stands as a reminder of an important moment in early American history. The coin's design is one of its strongest appeals. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Sacagawea carrying her infant son, a symbol of resilience and guidance that collectors have admired since the coin's debut in 2000. The reverse showcases a powerful depiction of the Wampanoag Treaty ceremony, with a pair of hands exchanging goods, representing the mutual trust and alliance between the Wampanoag people and the early pilgrims. This artwork is rich in symbolism and storytelling, crafted in a way that makes the coin instantly recognizable. Composed of the iconic golden-colored manganese brass, the dollar weighs 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 millimeters in diameter. The combination of its bold imagery and the clear D-Mint mark adds even more desirability for collectors. Rarity is an important part of the coin's appeal, and the 2011 Wampanoag Treaty dollar has built a reputation for being one of the more elusive modern commemorative pieces in high grade. While the general mintage was not extremely low, finding examples that were never released into circulation or that remain free from marks is a real challenge. Many of these coins were handled roughly or stored poorly, which is why extremely clean and uncirculated examples are in high demand today. In contrast, heavily circulated or very dirty coins, like the one being discussed, offer historical charm but fall short of the premium levels reserved for pristine pieces. When it comes to market value, the most desirable examples are those preserved in top condition or those attributed to special varieties. High-grade certified coins have been known to sell in the range of $1,000 to $8,000 depending on the rarity, strike quality, and visual appeal. Collectors pay special attention to crisp details on the reverse, strong luster, and clear surfaces. The coin's historic theme, beautiful artwork, and position within a popular series all contribute to its steady appreciation among modern dollar collectors. While circulated examples fall into a more modest price range, top-tier specimens continue to attract significant interest. For collectors looking to acquire the best possible example of the 2011 Wampanoag Treaty dollar, Several tips can make the process more rewarding. Focus first on coins that have been professionally graded by reputable services, since certification takes the guesswork out of condition assessment. Inspect the details carefully, especially the treaty exchange on the reverse, where even small imperfections can reduce the coin's value. Work with trusted dealers or established auctions to ensure authenticity and quality. Once acquired, store the coin in a protective holder and avoid unnecessary handling to maintain its condition. Joining collector groups or online communities can also provide helpful insights into market trends and potential varieties worth seeking. The 2011 Wampanoag Treaty Dollar holds a special place in the Native American dollar series, thanks to its historical depth and meaningful artwork. Its connection to the early interactions between indigenous peoples and settlers adds a dimension of cultural appreciation that few other modern U.S. coins can match. In high-grade form, it becomes even more attractive due to the scarcity of well-preserved examples, making it a standout choice for collectors building a meaningful and historically rich collection. Collectors continue to admire this coin not only for its beauty, but also for its importance as part of an ongoing effort to honor Native American history through American currency. Each example serves as a small but powerful reminder of alliances, traditions, and the cultural foundations that shaped the early chapters of what would become the United States. The combination of clean design elements, symbolic imagery, and a strong historical message keeps it in the spotlight among collectors. Another reason this coin continues to draw attention is the way it bridges the gap between historical storytelling and modern collecting. The 2011 Wampanoag Treaty Dollar is more than a commemorative issue. It represents a moment that shaped early American diplomacy, and collectors appreciate how clearly that message is captured through its design. Even in very dirty condition, the bold imagery still carries a sense of depth and purpose, reminding viewers of the alliance it honors. The 2011 Denver Mint Wampanoag Treaty Dollar brings together all the elements that create a lasting collectible: history, artistry, rarity, and strong market appeal. Whether found in very dirty condition as a well-traveled survivor or preserved in pristine uncirculated grade, it remains a compelling addition to any numismatic collection. Its story, visual impact, and rising value ensure that this coin will continue to fascinate collectors and stand as a prized treasure for years to come. And thirdly, talking about the most valuable and expensive United States, the ultra-rare 2001 Sacagawea dollar with the Philadelphia P Mint mark, in this specific state, represents one of the most intriguing and valuable stories in recent U.S. mint history. The Sacagawea dollar was first introduced in the year 2000 amidst great fanfare, intended to circulate widely and replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar. The golden color and smooth edge were meant to distinguish it easily from other coinage. However, by 2001, the public's reluctance to use the dollar coin became starkly evident. The mint had produced hundreds of millions of the initial 2000 coins, but for 2001, they drastically scaled back production, especially at the Philadelphia Mint. This low mintage, combined with the fact that very few entered actual circulation, sets the stage for why this particular issue is so special. Most of these coins were held in government vaults or sold directly to collectors in mint sets, making a genuinely circulated example like the one we're discussing an extreme anomaly. The design of the Sacagawea dollar is rich with symbolism. The obverse, sculpted by artist Glenna Goodacker, features a striking portrait of Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided the Lewis and Clark expedition, with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, strapped to her back. The reverse for this year, designed by Thomas D. Rogers, depicts a majestic eagle in flight, soaring above the landscape, a symbol of freedom and peace. The coin's distinctive golden hue comes from its manganese brass composition, a clad metal made of copper core plated with manganese brass. Despite the heavy dirt and grime obscuring its surface on our example, the fundamental strength of the design elements, the details of her hair, the lines of her shawl, and the eagle's outline, must still be present for the coin to hold significant value. Now let's talk about the heart of the matter, its rarity and survival. The vast majority of 2001 P dollars are found in brilliant uncirculated condition, having been preserved in mint sets or original rolls. A coin that actually saw commerce, that was handled, spent, and became very dirty, is phenomenally rare. This condition is not just about wear. It's about the sheer unlikelihood of one of these coins escaping the collector circuit and entering the wild. When we discuss condition rarity, this is a prime example. While a mint state example is relatively common, a genuinely circulated, problem-free, but very dirty example like this represents a tiny fraction of the already small population, making it a true condition census coin for the series. You might wonder why there is such intense collector demand for a coin that looks so well worn. For series specialists, completing a set of Sacagawea dollars requires examples from every year and mint mark. While finding a 2001 P in uncirculated grade is straightforward, finding one that shows clear evidence of having circulated is the ultimate challenge for a typeset aiming to show circulated examples. This coin stands out in the Sacagawea series not for its beauty, but for its story and its extreme scarcity in this specific state. It is the key date for circulated examples, a coin that many advanced collectors seek for years without ever finding, especially one that, despite the dirt, has not been damaged by harsh cleaning or environmental degradation. So, what is this very dirty 2001 P Sacagawea dollar worth in today's market? The value disparity is staggering. A typical uncirculated example might only bring $1 or $2 over its face value. However, a confirmed, authentically circulated example in a heavily worn and dirty state, but without major damage, can command a price between $400 and $600, and sometimes even more at auction if two dedicated collectors are vying for it. This price reflects not the metal content or the aesthetic appeal, but the pure, unadulterated rarity of such a piece ever having been used as money. It's a premium paid for a chapter in the coin's history that very few specimens can claim. For those of you hoping to find one of these treasures, your strategy must be meticulous. First, you must be able to authenticate the circulation. This means looking for a coin that has the correct date and mint mark, has undeniable friction on the high points, like Sacagawea's cheekbone and the eagle's breast, and is covered in the grime and dirt of a long journey through pockets and cash registers. The color will be muted and dark, not the bright gold of a mint state coin. Because of its value, it is highly recommended to have any potential find authenticated and graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, as their encapsulation will verify its authenticity and confirm it as a genuine circulated specimen, protecting your significant investment. Do not bother searching standard bank rolls. Your best bet is to network with other series specialists or keep a close eye on major coin auction houses. This coin fundamentally challenges the conventional wisdom of numismatics, where value is almost always tied to pristine preservation. Here, we have a situation where the act of circulation itself, something that typically destroys a coin's value, is the very factor that creates its immense premium. It is a paradox that makes the 2001 P in this state so compelling. It's dirt, and where are not defects to be lamented, but rather the badges of honor that authenticate its unique journey. For the astute collector, this transforms the coin from a mere object into a historical artifact, a solitary soldier that actually saw frontline duty in everyday commerce before being rescued from obscurity. Understanding the context of its survival is key to appreciating its status. One must consider that for this coin to exist in its present condition, it had to bypass the entire system of collectors and mint set hoarding that surrounded the Sacagawea dollar program from its inception. It had to be spent, lost, and forgotten, passing from hand to hand for years, accumulating the grime that now defines its character. This narrative of accidental release and subsequent survival against all odds is what fuels the passionate pursuit for such examples. It is not merely a collectible. It is a relic of a specific failed monetary experiment, and its condition is the direct and honest evidence of that history. The 2001 P Sacagawea dollar in very dirty condition is a modern numismatic legend. It serves as a tangible reminder of a failed circulation policy, a coin that was largely kept from public use, making the ones that did circulate priceless. Its importance lies not in its condition, but in its story and its extreme scarcity. It appeals to new collectors as a fascinating piece of 21st century history and to seasoned veterans as one of the toughest condition rarities to acquire in the entire US dollar series. It proves that sometimes the greatest treasures are the ones that have lived a hard life. And fourthly, we're exploring the most rare and valuable, the 2000 Sacagawea dollar with the Denver D mint mark, presents one of the most fascinating and paradoxical stories in modern numismatics, a coin that captivates enthusiasts not for its pristine beauty, but for an extraordinary error of circumstance. While millions of these golden dollars entered circulation, A tiny, elusive group of coins from the Philadelphia Mint possesses a unique and highly valuable characteristic known as the Cheerios dollar. This specific coin is a prized treasure among specialists, not for its condition, which is often found well-worn, but for its direct link to a unique moment in the coin's introduction and the distinct features that set it apart from the common issues. Its status as a first-year issue, combined with a special reverse design only found on these specific planchets, elevates it to the pinnacle of the series, creating an intense market demand for the handful of examples known to exist. The historical context of this coin is deeply intertwined with the launch of the new dollar coin program at the dawn of the 21st century. Authorized by Congress to replace the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the Sacagawea dollar was intended to see widespread public use. To promote this new coin, a marketing partnership was formed with the General Mills Corporation. In an unprecedented move, 10 million newly minted 2000D Sacagawea dollars were placed into specially marked boxes of Cheerios cereal in late 1999 as part of a promotional giveaway. This event marks the genesis of the coin's rarity, as it was from this batch that a small number of coins were struck with a dramatically different reverse die, one that showcased much sharper and more detailed tail feathers on the eagle than the standard coins that would enter mass production. This variety was produced for a very short time, making these promotional coins a tangible connection to the very first strikes of a new American coinage series. The unique features of the 2000D Cheerios dollar are what make it instantly recognizable and highly desirable to a trained eye. The obverse features the iconic portrait of Sacagawea with her infant son, Jean-Baptiste Charbonneau, a design by artist Glenna Goodacker. The reverse, designed by Thomas D. Rogers, depicts a soaring eagle. The key diagnostic lies in the details of this reverse. On the Cheerios variety, the eagle's tail feathers are exceptionally long, sharply defined, and distinct, with clear separation between them. Furthermore, the lines in the banner scroll above the eagle are absent, and the secondary feathers exhibit a fine, detailed texture not present on the standard circulation strikes. These dramatic differences were a result of using a master hub for the reverse that was never put into full production, making these the first business strike Sacagawea dollars ever produced. The rarity of the genuine 2000D Cheerios dollar is extreme, with estimates suggesting only a few thousand were released into the wild, so to speak, inside those cereal boxes. The vast majority of these coins entered circulation and were spent, becoming scratched, dented, and worn. Consequently, finding any example is a challenge, and locating one in pristine, uncirculated condition is a numismatic dream. The coin in question, described as being in very dirty condition, highlights this journey. Its soiled state is a testament to its history as a circulating medium, yet despite this surface wear and grime, its identity as a Cheerios variety secures its immense numismatic value. The population of certified examples, especially in any grade, remains incredibly low, fueling intense competition whenever one appears on the market. Market value for a 2000D Cheerios dollar is substantial, even for a coin in a lower grade or with impaired surfaces. While a flawless, gem-uncirculated example certified by a major grading service like PeaceGS or NGC can command prices in the range of $5,000 to $8,000 or more at auction, a coin in very dirty or well-worn condition still holds a significant premium over its face value. A plausible market value for such a circulated and dirty Cheerios dollar would likely fall in a range from $1,000 to $2,500, heavily dependent on the extent of the wear beneath the dirt and the confirmation of its variety by a reputable certification service. The value is driven almost entirely by its status as the rare variety, with condition being a secondary factor that modifies the price within that elite tier. For collectors aiming to pursue this numismatic treasure, diligence and verification are paramount. Given the coin's high value and the existence of alterations attempting to mimic the tail feather details, purchasing a coin that has been independently certified and authenticated by either PeaceGS or NGC is absolutely essential. These services have designated the variety, often with a special designation on the holder, guaranteeing its authenticity. Collectors should prioritize this certification over all else, as raw, uncertified coins pose a significant financial risk. Engaging with specialized numismatic forums and auction houses that have experience with modern rarities can provide invaluable insights and legitimate opportunities to acquire an example. The appeal of this specific coin, even in a very dirty and circulated state, lies in its undeniable historical pedigree and the compelling story it tells. A collector examining such a piece is not simply looking at a worn dollar. They are holding a tangible artifact from a highly successful public marketing campaign, one of the first of its kind for a circulating coin. The grime and surface imperfections accumulated over years of handling do not diminish its core identity, but rather authenticate its journey through commerce, making its survival all the more remarkable. This narrative of a rare and valuable coin surviving against the odds in a harsh circulating environment adds a layer of romance and intrigue that deeply resonates with numismatists, who appreciate the history embedded in the coin's surfaces as much as its technical grade. For the dedicated collector, acquiring a 2000D Cheerios dollar in such condition can be seen as a strategic opportunity to own this legendary variety at a more accessible price point than a pristine specimen. While a gem uncirculated example may represent the ultimate prize, a well-worn and dirty coin is a financially viable entry point into the highest echelon of this series, offering the same profound historical connection. The steady and strong appreciation in value for all confirmed examples of this variety, regardless of condition, underscores its fundamental numismatic importance. This ensures that even a circulated piece is a solid investment and a celebrated centerpiece, representing a crucial chapter in the story of American coinage and a must-have for any comprehensive collection of modern U.S. currency. The discovery of a 2000D Cheerios dollar in any state of preservation is a celebrated event within the collecting community, a testament to the enduring allure of the hobby and the potential for extraordinary finds to still surface from everyday change. The very existence of such a coin in heavily circulated condition fuels the enthusiasm of every collector to scrutinize each golden dollar that passes through their hands, perpetuating the modern-day treasure hunt that this variety inspires. The 2000D Sacagawea Cheerios dollar in any condition stands as a monumental issue in American coinage, a perfect storm of historical significance, artistic uniqueness, and extreme rarity. Even a very dirty example represents a tangible piece of a fleeting moment in the U.S. Mint's history, a coin that passed through public hands largely unnoticed until its secret was uncovered. It remains a cornerstone for advanced collectors of modern series and a sound numismatic investment whose appeal is destined to endure. For any enthusiast captivated by the thrill of the hunt, the pursuit of this coin, in any grade, is a profoundly rewarding endeavor that promises to crown a collection with one of the most important and valuable circulation strike rarities of the 21st century. And at the end, we're exploring most valuable and rare the 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the Denver Mint mark stands out as one of the most fascinating and sought-after modern coins in United States numismatics. Even though it belongs to a series that had a rocky start, this particular issue has steadily gained attention from collectors who recognize its growing historical importance and rising market appeal. When found in exceptional quality, especially in uncirculated or near-mint condition, it becomes a prized treasure that continues to captivate enthusiasts searching for rare and meaningful additions to their collections. Its blend of historical significance, iconic design, and collector demand has turned it into a coin that represents far more than its original face value. The story behind this coin begins in the late 1970s, when the United States Mint launched the first small-sized dollar coin in an effort to modernize currency and reduce production costs. Released in 1979, the Susan B. Anthony dollar became the first circulating U.S. coin to feature a real woman rather than a symbolic figure, honoring Anthony's lifelong fight for women's rights and social reform. The Denver Mint played a major role in striking these coins, contributing heavily to the first-year production that marked a new chapter in American coinage. Although the series initially struggled in circulation, its connection to a major historical figure has made it a tangible link to a transformative era in American history. On the design side, the 1979 D. Anthony dollar carries details that continue to attract collectors today. The obverse shows a strong profile portrait of Susan B. Anthony, surrounded by an 11-sided frame that gives the coin its distinctive appearance despite being perfectly round. Liberty arcs across the top, with "I in God We Trust" and the year 1979 completing the layout. On the reverse, the iconic Apollo 11 mission insignia features an eagle landing on the moon with an olive branch, linking the coin to American exploration and national pride. Struck in copper-nickel clad, The coin weighs 8.1 grams and measures 26.5 millimeters, making it instantly recognizable. The D mint mark gives it an added level of identity for collectors searching for specific mint varieties. Rarity plays an interesting role in the value of the 1979 D dollar. While the original mintage was high, truly exceptional examples are surprisingly difficult to find today. Coins that survived in superb condition, free from the scratches, discoloration, and handling marks common to circulation, have become desirable targets for collectors. High-grade certified pieces, especially those with deep luster and sharp details, bring strong premiums in the market. In contrast, very dirty or heavily circulated examples hold limited financial value, but still carry appeal for collectors who enjoy the historical story behind them. The challenge of finding a flawless 1979 D. Anthony dollar continues to push demand upward. When looking at its price range, a high-grade 1979 D can comfortably command strong figures depending on certification and visual appeal. Well-preserved examples graded at the top levels by major grading services have sold between $1,000 and $9,500 in private sales and auctions. Coins displaying exceptional strike quality or subtle varieties can exceed these price points, though such cases remain rare. The combination of first-year significance, strong collector interest, and the difficulty of securing pristine examples continues to fuel its market value as collectors compete for top-tier pieces. Collectors hoping to add a 1979 D. Anthony dollar to their collection should focus on quality above all else. Certified coins from trusted grading companies offer reliable verification of authenticity and condition, giving buyers confidence when paying premium prices. When examining raw coins, look for sharp edges, strong definition in Anthony's portrait, and a clean, bright surface with minimal wear. Storage matters as well. Protective holders, airtight cases, and careful handling help maintain both value and visual appeal. Staying connected with collector communities, online forums, and established dealers can provide useful insight into emerging varieties and rising price trends. The allure of the 1979 D. Anthony dollar also comes from the deeper story it represents. As the first U.S. coin to honor a real woman, it marks a cultural milestone that continues to hold meaning today. For collectors, it is more than a piece of metal. It is a bridge to an important part of American history. The Denver-struck examples in outstanding condition offer both beauty and significance, giving each coin a unique personality that adds something special to any collection. Whether pristine or simply well-preserved, each one serves as a reminder of the era that produced it. As interest in modern U.S. dollar coins continues to grow, the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar has secured a strong position among collectors searching for undervalued treasures with long-term potential. Its increasing visibility in the market, supported by steady appreciation and expanding recognition of its historical value, suggests continued growth in demand. Enthusiasts who act early often find themselves in the best position to obtain premium pieces before prices climb further. Another reason this coin continues to attract so much attention is the way it reflects the transition in American coinage at the end of the 20th century. The 1979 D issue represents the shift towards smaller, more practical dollar coins, and even though the public didn't fully embrace the change, collectors today see the series as an important moment of experimentation that shaped later designs like the Sacagawea dollar and Native American dollar. The Denver Mint's role in producing crisp, well-struck pieces during this first year gives the 1979 D a distinct identity, and high-grade examples show just how detailed and carefully crafted these coins truly were. When viewed through this historical lens, the coin becomes more than a collectible. It turns into a physical reminder of the country's evolving currency system, making it a compelling piece for collectors who appreciate the broader story behind American money. The continued fascination surrounding the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar also stems from the way it bridges the gap between accessibility and prestige within the hobby. While some collectors pursue it for its historical significance alone, others see it as a strategic long-term investment, thanks to its steady appreciation and growing recognition as a key first-year issue. The fact that so many circulated pieces are worn or dirty makes the remaining high-grade examples feel even more exclusive, reinforcing their status as standout treasures in any collection. This dynamic keeps the 1979 D firmly in the spotlight, offering both new and seasoned collectors a rewarding path as they search for the sharpest, best-preserved examples that showcase the full beauty and importance of this influential coin. The growing interest in modern-era rarities has also helped the 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar gain momentum among serious collectors and investors. As more people recognize the value of first-year issues and top-tier graded pieces, demand has steadily increased for coins with exceptional eye appeal and strong certification grades. Even in very dirty or heavily circulated condition, the coin still holds appeal as an entry-level collectible, but the true value lies in securing pieces with superior surfaces, sharp strikes, and minimal wear. With rising competition in online auctions and a steadily expanding collector base, the 1979 D continues to build its reputation as a standout coin with long-term appeal. For those seeking a meaningful piece that combines history, rarity, and solid market potential, this dollar offers one of the most well-rounded opportunities in modern U.S. numismatics. The 1979 D. Susan B. Anthony dollar stands as a meaningful blend of history, artistry, and rarity. It offers collectors a rewarding opportunity to own a coin that honors a major American figure, reflects an important shift in U.S. coin design, and holds impressive potential as a long-term collectible. Its status as a prized treasure remains well-earned, making it an appealing addition for anyone passionate about numismatics and the continuing story of U.S. currency.